What if your emails could quietly sell your offers while you're teaching your classes, while you're grading, while you're in a faculty meeting, while you're traveling to present at a conference? Well, that's what happens to me almost every single day in my business, the Academic Society. I used to waste so much time posting on social media, having a Facebook community, doing all of the things, and I still wasn't making sales in my business. Until I did an experiment where I tracked all of my numbers for a full year, and I realized the thing that made the most impact in my business and brought me the most sales was email. And that's when I discovered that email is literally the most professor-friendly way and easiest way to make sales in your business. So in today's video, I'm going to share a 5 email sequence that professors can use in their business that helps sell their offers on autopilot so that they make sales during their busiest semesters. So we are in part 3, which is the last main episode of my Semester Proof Funnel series. If you're new here, I've been doing a 3-part Semester Proof Funnel series where I walk professors through how to build a funnel that sells their offers on autopilot. Like, this is the foundational thing that you need to have set up in your business so that you don't neglect your business mid-semester. So we talked about creating a low ticket offer, which I often call an easy yes offer. We talked about the freebie that gets people on your email list. So today we're going to talk about how to connect those two. How do you get people who signed up for your freebie to purchase your offers? And that is through email. So why do I go so hard for email? It's because I believe that email is so much better, especially for professors, when it comes to moving the needle in your business and making sales, like actually bringing revenue and actually being able to help people because they've purchased your offer. So number 1, email is far better than social media. Why? Well, with email, you're not beholden to an algorithm. Have you noticed that when you post something, especially something about your business, where you want to get people on your email list or you want people to purchase something from you, that content gets the least amount of engagement. Maybe 3 people see it, there's no comments. It's almost as if the algorithm is suppressing that kind of content, and it kind of is. But with email, as long as they have said yes to receiving emails from you, they're going to receive your email every time. Now, it's up to the person to actually open the email, but the delivery of the email is pretty much guaranteed. And also, there are times when I am not on social media at all. I can't tell you the last time I was on Instagram. It's been maybe a couple of weeks. So if you've posted about your business on Instagram in the past 2 weeks, I have not seen it because I don't check my social media every single day. But what do I check every day? I check my email. People check their emails every single day, even when they're busy, even when they're working, even when they're on vacation, even on the weekends. People are always checking their emails. So if you are sending content via email, it is highly likely that people are going to see it come through. Now, having them open it is a different story. We can talk about that on a different day, but they'll actually be able to see what you are sending to them. And because your emails always land in your people's inbox, people are always checking their email, that allows you to make sales quietly without having to disrupt your own personal life, because guess what? You can send your emails automatically. Like, you don't have to sit down, write the email, hit send, and it goes out immediately. You can schedule the send, or you can create what I'll be talking about today, an email sequence where people receive the emails automatically. You set it up once and every person receives all of those emails on their own timeline. And that's why emails are the heart of your semester proof sales system and your whole semester proof business. Email is how you move people from freebie to low ticket offer to your highest ticket offers. So if you want to map out your sales system, I have created a semester proof sales map for you so that you can build out your low ticket offer, your freebie, and your email sequence that's set up for conversion for people to buy it. To receive that semester proof map, all you have to do is sign up for my free workshop. I just hosted the workshop last week and it was amazing. I shared so much value, so much about my clients that I work with in their businesses. So you get to see how other professors are setting up their business in the most semester proof way for them personally. So go ahead, there's a link in the description of this video. Sign up for the workshop, you'll get the sales map, and you get to either watch the workshop or listen to it on the go. I made it very professor friendly for you. All right, so what do you send? So when someone signs up for your free thing and they say, I want to receive this value from you, I'm willing to give you my email address and say, yes, you can send me emails. What do you actually send them? And how do you get them to purchase your offers from those emails? We're going to talk about the 5 emails in the 5 email sequence that I teach my clients in my 6-Figure Professor program. The first email is the welcome email. This is your opportunity to let your new subscriber get to know you. You can build trust. You can share your story and also set expectations about what they will be receiving as a result of being on your email list. You want people to be there who actually want to be there. And so this is your chance to capture their attention. They are the warmest they will ever be. This is your first time receiving emails from you. So this is the time to set the standard and be like, oh, it is awesome over here. You're gonna wanna open my emails all the time. So what I often share in my emails for my Dr. Toy and Ali brand, the one where I help professorpreneurs build a semester-proof business, I often share how it took me 2 years of making $0 in my business. I really just had a hobby before I unlocked how to make sales. And in that first year of making sales, I made $1,400. The very next year, I made $60,000. And the very next year, I made $100,000 in my business, and I've made $100,000 plus every single year in my business since that moment. And so that is a very compelling story. And often the people who are signing up for my email list are experiencing not making money in their business. And so they want to know, well, how did she do it? How did she start becoming profitable? What were her steps? Can I follow that framework? And so it kind of reels them in. The second email should be what's known as the problem email. This is where you call out what's not working for your people, because if you have a business, that means you're offering a solution or some type of transformation. So that means your people are in a state of not seeing the results they want. And you know why they are not seeing the results they want. They may not know, they may not have the right mindset around it, but you can help them. So this is where you can highlight what's going wrong. Why are you not being successful in the thing you want to be successful in? I've gone through this, or I've helped other people go through this. So I can distinctly identify what the problem is. So in my Dr. Toy and Ali brand, the problem for my professors are often they're doing what I call binge working, where they have a block of time and they just dive super deep on a business project. Maybe they're building their website. Maybe they're coming up with their branding colors. Maybe they're writing a blog post. Maybe they're building a course, right? They're just spending a lot of time working, but they're never putting their work out there, and they're never doing revenue generating activity. So I call this binge working, and professors with businesses are so guilty of binge working, and I was too. I walked through all the things that I did to binge work and all the things that weren't profitable in my Semester Proof Framework workshop. So definitely check that out and see if you resonate with those. I also talk about how my people are creating freebies with no strategy. They've been told that you need to get people on your email list, and yes, you do. But if the reason that people are joining your email list is not to learn how to work with you, then that's where the disconnect is. So they actually won't buy when you offer your offers to them via email. Another example is professors spending their whole winter break or summer break creating a course, but then when they try to sell it, it never sells, or maybe they never even try to sell it. They just have this course waiting for the perfect person to stumble upon it, but no one ever does. So you want to highlight the problem and show that you understand. This is the time to show empathy as well. And then email 3 is the shift email. This is where you provide your framework or your solution. You say, I have the magic key, the magic potion. I know the thing that will get you from where you are to where you want to go. Here's my thought process on it. Here's my framework. Here's how I walk through this with my clients. So for me, with my business, with professors who are not making sales, it's because they are kind of starting and stopping and neglecting their business, and they don't actually have a system that runs when they're not available to work on their business. So my framework is creating the freebie and the email sequence that leads to the low ticket offer. This builds trust. This grows your audience, this grows your number of leads so that you have people who are ready and waiting for your higher ticket offer. So you have a framework, you have a process, you have a solution. So what is it? This is where you break it down, like the what, like what actually is it that will get your people from here to there. Number 4 is the case study email. So you got to show proof that you know what you're talking about. So you can show proof via client results, via people you have helped just in a mentoring capacity, not getting paid for, or even yourself. Like dive deeper into what you've done if you've never helped someone personally with the thing that you're doing yet. So for example, I like to share the story of my client who was doing a lot of cold emailing to book speaking gigs, and he felt like he was being ghosted a lot. He felt like no one was opening or answering his emails. And so he felt like he was working really, really hard and really feeling like the rejection of not being chosen to speak. But once he set up what I recommended for him, which was a newsletter specifically for the organizers of the events, the program directors, the people who would be bringing them in, he called his newsletter the First Gen Champion. He helps first generation college students matriculate and like overcome adversity and all of these things. So there are these programs that actually support these students. And so he's reaching out to the directors to help them, like, how do you become a champion of your students? And of course, those people want to become champions of their students. So they get on his email list, they learn what he has to offer, and then they're actually reaching out to him to get him to speak. So he doesn't have to always go out and cold pitch all of the time. Email number 5, this is the invitation email. And that's not to say that you cannot invite the people to purchase your offer in the earlier emails, but this is where you do the hard pitch. This is where you're like, all right, you've been here, you've been learning about it, you learned the how, now let's actually implement. This is where you make the easy yes offer. This is where you offer your low ticket thing. It could even be mid ticket, it depends. I talk about this in my 6-figure professor program, like how to determine what is low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket for your particular audience, because it is audience dependent. So let's actually switch gears and talk about my business, the Academic Society, where I help grad students with time management and productivity. And I created a low ticket offer called the Grad School Prep Course. This is the example that I've been using throughout this whole series, so I think it'll make sense to talk about it here. This is where in the 5th email, this is where I go hard and sell my low ticket offer and say why it's so important to learn about the expectations of grad school before you go there. Why it's so important to learn the skills of time management and productivity and know how, when, and where you work best before you get into the super overwhelming environment. And so this funnel, this thing that I created, these 5 emails, this is the thing that has sold over $11,000 in course sales for this $97 course. And that doesn't include when I go to speak and the event organizer purchases the course for their students. So I'm actually going to go to my computer and I will share what my funnel looks like. Now, I will say I've had this funnel for a while, so it may be a bit more advanced than what I'm sharing with you now, but the principles are still there. Okay, so let's walk through my funnel. So this is the page that people land on when they are interested in my 3 mistakes to avoiding first semester of grad school masterclass. They put in their email address, they get it for $0, and then they're automatically delivered this workshop in their email. So let me show you what happens in email. So I use Kit as my email provider. My CRM, it does a lot of stuff. It holds all of the people who are subscribed. And this is my funnel. So it starts with people signing up for this form. And then once people sign up for the form, they get this email sequence. This is my post masterclass sequence. And then I've added a few extra things that really make my business semester proof, extra sequences. I actually have like a evergreen newsletter where emails just get sent to my people for like, I think this may be 6 months long. But I just want to talk about these first 2 parts here. So this is the form that I created. This is on the back end, it just collects their name and their email address. But what happens is they receive an email here. Let me find my incentive email where it says you've registered, you grab your free seat to the last class you'll ever have to watch on preparing yourself for what to expect for grad school. And I tell them how to enroll in it and get their webinar workbook. this button is really important. I really want people to click on it because it's the confirmation button. It confirms that they actually want to be on my email list. All right, so now we get into the sequence. So when I click in here, you can see the emails that I've sent. And you see, oh, they get this email immediately. They get this email a day after that. They get this email another day. They get this email 6 hours. Oh, actually, I removed this email because this bonus doesn't exist anymore. I kind of overcome this objection about time and how much time it takes. I give them some urgency as well, a few more advanced techniques. And then finally, I ask for their feedback. I want to know, like, okay, is there a reason you didn't purchase this? It makes it helpful for me to create more marketing to show that, oh, this is something that's necessary and valuable. I will say most people who fill this out, they just tell me that they can't afford it right now. And there will be people who can't afford your offers. That's okay. That's why you create free content. If you can't afford it, then you can direct them to all of your free content that you post as well. But I love how simple Kit makes it. The main thing that I want to point out though is how semester proof this funnel is. Literally all of this stuff happens automatically. People find out about my 3 mistakes to avoid masterclass. They sign up. I don't have to do anything to deliver the masterclass. It gets delivered to them via email automatically. They start getting these emails from me automatically. They get sold my grad school prep course automatically. They purchase the grad school prep course automatically and receive their transformation without me being intimately involved in the process. My only job is to get them to find my funnel, is to get them to my 3 mistakes workshop masterclass thing, my freebie. And that is how you create a semester proof business. That reduces my job to one thing. I literally have one task on my business to-do list. That is to get more people to see that I have a workshop or a masterclass or whatever you're calling your freebie. So I would love to know from you, let me know in the comments, what is one email that your people need to hear from you right now? And of course, I would love to do some professorpreneur funnel makeovers. So if you let me know down in the comments who you help and how you help them, if you have ideas for your freebie and low ticket offer, I would love to hear that too. And then I will do an episode where I walk through my recommendations for you. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and comment below this video, all of those things. All right, so I hope that this was helpful for you, breaking down this whole semester proof framework for you. If you haven't already, definitely sign up for the workshop. That way you'll get your semester proof sales map and you can map all of this out for yourself, and you can use these videos as guides as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing this series with you, and I will chat with you in the next one. Bye.